Hi, I'm Akomi, and welcome back to more Frog Fractions. Now we currently just got onto a spaceship, and now we are in the middle of a text adventure. I'm pretty excited about this. I really love text-based adventures. They're some of my favorite games. It's weird. I was a '90s kid, so you'd think I'd be all about Super Nintendo and stuff, but I actually get super excited with text-based games. Okay, is that it? The rumbling seems to have stopped, and you feel the intense downward pressure let up. After a moment, you calm down enough to start taking in your surroundings for the first time since the seemingly dormant vessel sprang to life. Command module. The walls of the circular room curve to meet at a point that just corresponds with the curved nose of the outer hull. Lining the walls, you see a porthole, a glowing display, and a control deck. A ladder leads aft. If you don't know what to do to get started, type up to get press enter. Okay, well I sort of know how text-based games work, and I figured this out before, so hopefully I won't get too lost messing around with this. I really hope we can just plow through it, because I know that a text-based game is not the best YouTube material. Okay, so it's not going to do us any good to look at the command module yet. So we can... Okay, well let's look at porthole. I'm typically a better typer, but I'm trying to balance this with doing the video and stuff. It's kind of distracting me. Okay, you look at the porthole. Through the porthole, you can see a background of stars shifting as the ship gently spins. The constellations are all unfamiliar to you. Okay, then let's go to ladder. Okay, captain's quarters. This looks like an all-purpose living area. The sleeping pod sits next to a nightstand. A ladder leads to the fore, and oriental rug lies in the center of the aft wall. So first things first is to look at nightstand. The nightstand offers a single drawer which is closed. Open drawer. A thick manual. Take manual. Taken. Read manual. Okay, it's a manual for the navigation computer and the command module. After leafing through it, you feel confident you understand how to use the interface well enough to set up a route back to Bug Mars. Hey, my score's gone up by 2 1/8 points. Well, let's go to ladder. We're at the command module. Go to control deck. Okay, fine. Look at control deck. See, the thing with text-based adventure games, for those who don't already know, is they're very, very specific. You have to phrase it in very, very minimalistic terms that it can actually understand, and that can get a little bit frustrating sometimes. Consists of an array of switches, a pair of joysticks. Let's hope you never need to override the ship's autopilot, because these are definitely not frog joysticks. What next? Look at display. It's been so long since I've done this, I can't remember. I thought I had it down a little bit better. A glowing green display shows a map of the galaxy with a destination you don't recognize marked and an ETA of about 3,000 years. Looking closer, you see 2 on-screen buttons labeled route details and new destination. Hit new destination. You can't just go breaking things on a... I'm not trying to punch it. Press new destination. There we go. We're on diagnostic. The vast majority of the time is going to be spent going through bug customs. Luckily, you can sleep through most of it. Great, so now we're going to go back up the ladder. Okay. Move the oriental rug. Okay, open hatch. So we have to work it a bit, but after we give the wheel a few spins, the hatch pops open. Look in hatch. Hatch is open. Go in hatch. We're in the engine room. Good deal, good deal. Nearly every surface in this room is covered with a sticky pink goop. which seems to be thicker near a gray machine sitting in the corner. A hole in the wall exposes a nest of wires. There is a hatch leading back to the captain's quarters. Okay, look at the hole in the wall. Look at hole. Peering into the exposed machinery, you see what looks like an empty coffee can that you're guessing doesn't belong there. Well, let's take the can. You twist the can and it eventually comes loose, but you've ripped the insulation off of an adjacent wire in the process and it begins sparking and comes in contact with an adjacent strut. Huh, it really is a coffee can. Good to know. Alright, so let's look at the machine. Can't do anything else in that hole right this second. The machine consists of a spigot aimed at a flat platform. A handwritten sheet of paper has been hastily taped over the base of the platform. Look at paper. It says out of order. Oh, this is the out of order note included in your game package. Okay. Take paper. There. Take paper. Just one R, dude. Oh gosh, I can't type good. Okay. Take the paper. You rip the note off, leaving a fluttering piece of electrical tape behind and revealing a control panel. Take tape. Take it. Look in hole. It's a bare wire in there, sparking as it makes contact with an adjacent strut. Put tape on wire. You wrap the tape around the bare wire, insulating it. Your score has gone up by 1 2/3 points. Sweet! Oh, heck yes it did. Look at control panel. Most of the control panel is rendered unusable. You see a row of what looks like radio preset buttons. Okay, all but 2 of which are stuck. There's a big red lever. All of these are legibly none of these are legibly labeled. Wow. None of these are legibly labeled, okay? Pull lever. The machine whirs, dispensing Mom's specialty, a voice says. Pink goop streams out of the faucet, splashing against the flat platform and getting everywhere. A couple of drops land in your mouth, and you recognize the flavor. Bacon milkshake. Mmm. Delicious. Delicious. Okay, atmospheric anomaly detected, a different voice says. A whirring sound ensues, and the bulk of the goop is sucked into the invisible vents, leaving just enough goop floating around to be gross and annoying. Atmosphere purified, the voice says triumphantly. So let's put can under spigot. Now let's pull the lever. Dispensing Mom's specialty, the machine says. A thick stream of pink goop streams out. It mostly gets everywhere, but the coffee can does end up filled. Grab the can. Okay, so let's press a button. The raised button clicks into place, and the previously selected button pops up. Local currency, says a robotic voice. Now we pull the lever. The machine whirs, dispensing local currency, a voice says. A thick stream of ZORKMIDS shoot out of the faucet, bounce off of the flat platform, and scatter around the room. Let's collect these ZORKMIDS. Yeah, we got 1/3 of a point, okay? Go through hatch. Okay. Look at sleeping pod. Sleeping pod looks like a bed with a lid, but you have to assume it's got some sort of suspended animation functionality. I mean, right? There's a hole on top next to a gauge reading empty. Put the can in the hole. Okay, you bring the can close to the hole, and the hole sucks the pink goop right in. The nearby gauge fills up. Get in sleeping pod. You lie down in the sleeping pod, close the lid, and drift off secure. Then in 57 and some years, you'll return to Bug Mars, a wealthy frog. When you wake up, you're clearly not in your sleep pod. You blearily glance around to get your bearings, and you appear to have been sleeping on a heart-shaped bed covered with roses. A voice comes from the next room. Awake already? A wispy human figure in a bathrobe and crown walks in. She bends over and kisses you on the nose, and suddenly you feel your body shifting. Yay! She laughs and claps, and you realize that you have been transmogrified into a human form. Press space to continue. Alright, this is a perfect spot for us to call it quits because we're getting out of the text section here. So, we're going to call this video a wrap for now. Thanks everybody so much for watching. Make sure to check out some of the other stuff I've done, like, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff. And make sure to join us next time for more Frog Fractions. I will catch you guys later.